All right, everybody, welcome back to DreamHack Bucharest. We're getting ready for Ekop versus Zetion.
Zetion, I think. Zetion is...
He's a local Romanian player.
Another local Romanian player. Maybe he does better than Bear did.
Well,
let's hope.
It depends how many gruels are in
his deck. We might see the beast.
The gruel to deck ratio, you know, as closer to 0 as it gets, the better your chances
the better
are.
Your odds.
It's a negative coefficient relationship.
Yeah.
I want to see the beast, man. It was one of the first legendaries I got when I started the game.
I'm sorry, man.
I actually played it for a few days on my mage.
We've all been there.
Then I realized it's not that good.
Yeah,
not that good.
It's not that good because if your opponent has a lead with like 2 creatures or something, 2/2 drops, you just run 2 of them into it and they get a 3/3 refund.
Exactly, they get a free card. So no more the beast for me. It turned into a pyroblast pretty soon.
Okay,
so pyroblast is still usable.
It was back then. It was the
8 mana one, 8 mana variation.
8 mana one and the freeze mages.
The rage-inducing version.
Playing blizzards and Cone of Colds. Yeah, those were the good times, the golden times, man.
Yeah, I don't
miss that
mage.
I
agree with that. I don't miss that mage.
They were not very good, and they were not golden.
Yeah, you're the minority.
They were just times, man.
Yeah.
Call me nostalgic. What can I say? Those were good times. Just pissing people off, freezing them, and pyroblasting them in the
I'm curious to see Ekop play. I think.
Yep, he's coming off a win for the Take TV Hearthstone Invitational.
Okay.
And he played pretty standard Ekop Shaman, where he likes to play very mid-range oriented, but he also showed off his hunter skills as well.
Pretty well with that at ESGN, hasn't he?
Shaman seems to be one of his best decks and archetypes overall.
His trusty shaman. Come on, you coined that phrase. When I think of Ekop, I think of his trusty shaman.
His trusty shaman.
Yeah, that's what you call it.
Let's see what he brings to the table.
I'm still calling it Shaman.
Let's get into the game. And
here are the guys, and we're ready to get into the games pretty soon. Ekop, one of the more controversial of the Hearthstone community. You either love him or you hate him, I guess.
Do you love him or do you hate him, PT?
I love everyone, man. I'm so full of love.
I'm closer to the love than the hate.
Yeah, me too.
I can't, I don't think I'd, go just with him to like out to eat in a restaurant or anything. But
even though you did.
And what do you know?
Not just with him, there have to be other people there.
It's a big surprise. We have a hunter versus hunter.
Okay.
I think we're gonna see a lot of these, man. Get ready for a hunter. Just looking at the decks that people bring, I think more than 90% have a hunter.
Well, there's still important differentiations between the different kind of variants we see.
Doesn't going second give you a nice lead in this matchup, as you have the extra card to combo more, and you have the coin to push for just a turn?
Right, if you have like the ability to do like a Timberwolf to add the extra damage. I think so, but then there also comes to the point where your Savannah comes out first, your Houndmaster comes out first, and then just is a little bit harder to deal with.
I don't think that's going to happen in this game, though. I don't think either player has a good setup for a Houndmaster. And right as I said, that a River Croc comes in, and maybe next turn we'll see a Houndmaster.
I think so. And Hunter versus Hunter, I was talking to Sixo about it. He says the most important thing is always having a minion on the board, even if you have to put an Ironbeak Owl and there's nothing out there to silence anyways. Just try to have pressure because
you mean like
it's
this?
kind of a race.
You mean like this?
Oh yes, and that's why ideally you'd love to have like an animal companion of some kind.
I think you'd kill command here. I think all those creatures are better saved for other purposes.
If you can't address the board, then yeah, I agree with that. It's just painful, you just kill command on the River Croc.
And there it is. Kill command on the River Croc.
And that telegraphs a lot to Zetion.
Oh man. That is a vicious draw.
Hello.
Wow.
Take 2 bananas.
Well, does he doesn't have a charger either to immediately Hunter's Mark and take it down?
He actually does have a charger. It doesn't need to Hunter's Mark to take it down.
Yeah, I guess so. I meant the Stone Tusk board, but wow, that is extremely painful. Now, Leroy, as much as we were talking about it with Lothar, it's also a card that hasn't been in every single Hunter deck as well. Colento doesn't like using, or does not. I don't know if he doesn't like it, but he doesn't use Leroy in his Hunter deck. What do you think, Kripp?
I don't know the reasoning behind it. I don't really follow, that cutting edge meta game action. But in the general sense, I think with a Hunter, when you play with a Savannah High Mains, with the Houndmasters, you're playing a lot more of the control matchup rather than the burn matchup.
Yeah, exactly.
So it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the reasoning, because you squeeze in better efficient cards that have more synergy with the beasts.
Yeah, Leroy is still used more like a finisher, I guess. So
This is the
when you don't need that
Ekop
end
head shake.
burst,
Uh-oh.
he's
nodding
not
no.
happy. He's gonna go for a draw, I think. Try. See, maybe he
I
draws
think
the stone, the board, but
Yeah, I think the play is Buzzard, Timberwolf, and Hope for
and
Glory.
and hope for a charge.
Yeah. I guess worst comes to worst, you can also use this Hunter's Mark.
I think he is using the Hunter's Mark.
Ooh.
No cigar.
Yeah, I think here comes the other Timberwolf, and he's playing a turn where he hopes his opponent doesn't have Unleash, and I don't believe his opponent does have Unleash.
Yeah, I believe he doesn't have it yet, but I don't know. I wouldn't play the second Timberwolf.
I mean, I think this board sucks enough that you play the second Timberwolf.
You're trying. You want to get as much value as you can out of your Buzzard, but I think he really doesn't want to play into the Unleash. I mean, how can you really assume your opponent isn't?
I think you have to do it. I think this is just the risk you have to take because your position is so bad.
And he's taking it.
All right.
Will you use the Hunter's Mark too? That's a question.
Now that you have two, I think you use the Hunter's
yeah,
Mark.
you have to use it.
Okay. I would have played it that way, but it is a tournament, so you know it's more
He has
difficult.
two trackings and a flare,
Oh my god.
so he has many opportunities to get this
To draw
Unleash.
that, yeah. 6 cards. Nope. No cigar.
Oh. At least he gets rid of one kill command. That's good for Ekop.
Yeah. He already
Does he
lost
second
one
tracking to
and
get
the second
Unleash?
tracking.
Needs to hit it.
Oh wow.
Nope.
Well, he has the hyena and he can go in at the boar, but not exactly the turn he wanted.
So unlucky. I think he drew like almost half his deck and no Unleash.
Yeah, turn 5. So there's actually some math, and I forgot who said it. I want to see it's Tides of Time. But he says by turn 5, hunters draw through 15 cards of their deck if you use tracking once. So there's a 75% chance of getting Unleash. The fact that you use 2 trackings in turn 4 and you went over that is actually pretty low percentage. Like you might feel like, it's just normal chances. But in the 20s is what he landed in right there.
Okay, well,
so Ekop dodged this bullet, I think.
I think this is Iron Beak and then Banana.
Iron Beak to silent. Okay. And then you trade and you have a better.
Maybe Iron Beak just 1 banana.
I'd do 2, but
I think
nice.
you want to save the Iron Beak though for Savannah Highmanes. That's what's really important in this matchup, especially for Houndmaster. If you can deal with this hyena efficiently without using the
you can do
the
Banana
Iron Beak,
Houndmaster, but I don't know.
that feels really weak to do that, but.
Well, he's in an uncomfortable situation, but he got out of it with those Unleash the Hound, so he's still in this.
Actually, I actually do like Banana Houndmaster. Playing the Iron Beak Owl also plays in Dakota, so it's pretty dangerous to just drop it out there, even if you're just trying to trade and try to trade efficiently. So, coming up on turn 5, I would be very careful if I was Ekop to play that Iron Beak Owl, or even the River Crocolisk, and that would just basically leaves the Houndmaster. So, Kripp's on the money.
Yeah, it seems like he wants to do it, but he's not quite 100% about it yet. He doesn't like any of the plays.
No, it's not a preferable
he has
play
to
at
do
all.
Something.
No.
You like Houndmaster is one of the ways to win the Hunter versus
He's
Hunter
doing the owl.
matchup.
Oh, he's
wow.
going for the owl.
I'm okay with this. I think this is what I would have done at the beginning.
Oh wait, I forgot about the buff of the Timberwolf, so it actually doesn't play into it. My bad.
Still no Unleash.
He has Flare though.
He also
He
has
can draw 2 cards.
Yeah, he has a string of beasts.
As he knows he won't discard the second Flare, but having a Flare is really good for this matchup.
Oh,
There it
it
is.
is.
Finally.
Finally, indeed. Okay, so this was A decent turn for Zetion.
That was a great
5
turn. You
cards,
catch up in
5
cards.
cards, yeah.
You just don't want to run out of gas as mid-range hunter, and he also sets up a perfect turn 6 play as well.
There's
Savannah.
a Kodo.
There's the Kodo, yeah. Let's see. Animal companion.
Really?
Kill command.
All right. There you go.
Money.
Huffer's good here. I mean, what could Ekop really do? That. Alright.
Yeah.
Good enough.
That works.
Yeah. Houndmaster is really valuable for this matchup overall, just because, I mean, that's how you stop aggression and damage.
I think here you Animal Companion, if you can get Leok, you can
Yeah, you can trade.
You can also use your Timberwolf
Kind
if you
of.
want.
Oh, use Timberwolf.
It's just more reliable. And Savannah
Timberwolf
Highmane
High
is
Main, you
just
think
so-
that's better?
I think Savannah Highmane, especially if you use an Iron Beak Owl, is really, really comforting to know.
Okay.
And another decent turn by Zetion.
No, that's a great
It's a
turn.
really close game. Ooh. Leroy. Unleash the Hounds. Hunter's Mark. Ping.
Now that's what he could do with the mana, just try to...
That's too...
That's pretty much leaving him with only
yeah,
one card in
leaving
his
him,
hand.
Naked. Too naked.
I think that's what you have to do though.
Yeah.
What's his other option? He can Kodo. Why would he... Oh, he's unleashing without a Leroy.
Hmm.
Yeah, he can Kodo then one of the hyenas and clear the board.
Mm-hmm. It was a smart play.
Yeah, it's a nice play indeed. And he still has the Leroy maybe for the next combo. Nice play by Ekop, but just one card now.
It's pretty funny. We're watching Hunter versus Hunter. They're on 8 mana apiece, and
Yeah,
the
they're
life
high
totals
level.
are
The life.
26 and 20.
Well, that's the whole point of this deck, just to get position of the board. Oh man, he gets a Leok. That stinks.
Still trades for the 4-1 though.
Yeah, but
As far as
obviously
we
would
can
have
tell.
been better to get something else.
Oh well.
Yep. Now it's time.
Leroy,
Couldn't
that's
have asked for
13
a better-
plus the 3, 16. Yeah, you can just trade board.
Yeah, he's trading everything.
Ekop is out of cards, but he'll have good board position. And that was his second unleash as well.
You know what's good now? An explosive trap.
Yeah, actually. And usually the hunters are trying to battle between putting in one explosive trap or not.
Yeah, Zetion's pretty screwed right now.
It just doesn't look good at all.
I mean, you play Leroy to kill his Leroy and you give him 2 1/1s. You just slow down the death, but I mean, you just slow it down by nothing actually. You still die in 2 turns to the board. And you might just be able to avoid dying in 1 if Ekop draws just, I think it's 1 point of damage.
But, I mean, he has... is he
Why-
Is he really going to leave it up, though? Ekop has 15 on the board. Or with the hero power as well.
Yeah.
I think you just play your hand in desperation.
7 cards. Does he still have... Yeah, he still has an unleash there.
Oh, man. He's hoping he doesn't draw 1 damage. That is ballsy.
Oh!
Man. Well,
Draws 5.
I guess he draws a lot.
Yeah, he did draw.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
How could we forget?
Wow.
Ekop pretty pleased with that draw.
Yeah, he was happy with that kill command.
I think he was... I mean, considering how rough his start was, I think Ekop made a lot of really good decisions. The key turning point definitely
Yeah.
was being able to deal with the Savannah Jaime so efficiently
Yeah, with
while
the
maintaining board
Kodo,
control.
Yeah,
Mhm.
keeping the Leroy for the next Unleash the Hounds who came just...
Well,
in
The
handy.
second Unleash the Hounds came in at like the best time.
Exactly.
That's true.
It was like if he drew it there, he could have sealed the game, and that's pretty much exactly what happened.
Ekop drew a lot less of his deck than Zetion did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ekop was very lucky he didn't play around Unleash. Well, he had to hope that his opponent didn't have Unleash. He was right, but he had to be really lucky to be right.
Oh wow! Look at this, guys. It's another
Now-
hand even.
It's a priest again versus hunter.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Kripp knows more about Romanian priest than I do, because apparently Romanian
we
guys like
saw
priests.
Ysera in mind control, and now
Right
we
there.
see Acidic Swamp Ooze, a very techie card to take care of weapons, but weapons have kind of been cycled out of this hunter deck. We've only seen one
think-
player use it, and that was Gar.
I think the ooze is to ensure a win against Control Warrior when you drop the Gore Hell down.
Yeah, it's also good
All
against
your
that
big
as
creatures tend to stay alive.
well. Ooh. Hyena's
do,
definitely the
Hyena,
right
yeah.
choice here.
And talking about the last game, Zetion was really unlucky with his Unleash the Hounds. He
Yeah.
drew one so late, and he didn't even draw the second one with
Seven
six
cards
cards.
left.
That was what he was banking on, I think, with the in the last turn, maybe.
Mhm.
1 out of 7 chance to draw Unleash the Hounds and clear the board. But
In
still, he wouldn't have lethal, I think.
in that matchup, in like the hunter versus hunter matchup in arena, it's whichever hunter has the more unleashes tends to win.
Yeah, kind of
But
like whoever
that's-
has more fireballs and mage versus mage.
Yeah, but you know it's arena, so sometimes you know you're feeling good about having 2, and your opponent plays 4 of them or something.
Yeah, I died like to 4 Unleash the Hounds, and he drew like 14 cards.
Mhm.
4 Unleash the Hounds. And the same with Consecrate with
What?
1 Paladin. He drew like 14 cards, 4 Consecrates. He finished me with 2 Consecrates in turn 8. Okay. Good job, dude.
Ekop kind of agonizing over when I dropped the River Clockless to his death.
Yeah.
Well,
What else can he do?
I mean, he could hero power or play the hyena. I don't like the
No,
hyena.
the hyena, no
I
way.
don't like hero power because if you leave up, exactly for this
This
reason,
is what happens now.
Priest just established their position. Excellent start so far for our Romanian local Zetion.
Kill command time. Looks wasteful, but it worked out last game.
Yeah, it did.
Well, more specifically, like it's going to be getting harder and harder because Priest will not only be able to heal up but play more minions. So
Mhm.
he needs to kind of answer it.
We saw the last time with Lothar and Bear, I believe it was. In this matchup, it really didn't matter that the hunter was down a few cards because with the unleash draws, it just you
Mhm.
know steamrolls it. So I don't think you
That's
know,
if
but
he has the pieces of the combo.
I think
though.
this is a pretty different deck from what we saw from Bear.
yeah, but I think the concept of the deck is still
Yeah.
the same.
You're built against the same kind of deck that you want to beat. Because Priest is still, I mean, as much as people may hate playing it on ladder because it's inconsistencies, it's still a good tournament deck because you can tool it to face
Well,
certain kinds of archetypes.
already
I don't
we
like this
see-
at all.
we
This
see
is
some-
not a good play. No way. Empty board, injured blades, perfect. Absolutely perfect.
It's not going to get much better than that.
I don't like this play at all. I think
He's
this
considering it,
might be a
but he's rolling
game-losing
for it.
play.
Wow, Deadly Shot. That's not such a bad card. He has the Shadow or Death.
The
Eh.
only thing you might be thinking is he might want to do injured blade next turn, so on 5 you can Farseer and heal as a
Right.
full. But it's so
Mm.
greedy. I don't like it.
I agree with that. Like, you can, and Thought Steal is so powerful late game because you fish down parts of their deck that you feel like you might need at that certain time. But
Mhm.
like, I don't like it this early on.
Like, what do you do now? Deadly shot? Okay.
Deadly Shot's such a waste here.
I
missed a
don't see
golden
any other,
opportunity.
any other good play.
He missed such a golden opportunity.
He just
Oh
heals up.
man. Hero power pass, the Artosis turn. Oh man, that would
I feel
be
like
so
I've
painful.
watched this match before. That's right. Turn 3 empty board as a priest. Injured blade or no injured blade?
Oh man. Oh no, this is going so wrong. And Ekop has to feel super
Yeah.
confident. Now the hyena
He's
goes to
happy.
4 attack. Oh no. Oh, it hurts, man.
He's not even gonna use the
Just
Timberwolf.
'cause it's, oh.
Yeah, Timberwolf
Oh.
is bad. You
Yeah,
get, you
it's
get
bad.
deathed.
You get into death.
Yeah. Oh.
I hear Deadly Shot. Whatever you hit, you're happy with it. You were hoping for the
Less
hyena,
happy
but
for that.
Less
Yeah.
happy, okay. Less happy for that.
Well, I mean, just think about it. His injured Blade Master should have been killing that hyena, or preventing that hyena from being able to do that.
But we killed it for free, actually.
Assuming Ekop would
Yeah.
even played it. So.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't have played it.
Ooh, man, it's all going so wrong here. Although Ekop still doesn't have a lot of
Oh,
super
he's doing it
important
on the-
cards.
On the Piglet. Stone Tusk Boar, so powerful. And you might be right, that might have been the downfall of Zetion, that round 3 non-play.
Yeah, he's gonna have to use his Farseer and probably Shadow Word Pain here, but
Yeah,
it's you're just gonna get snowballed out of the game. Like Hunter has so much momentum.
No, I think the play is Shadow Word Pain, Shadow Word Death.
Shadow Word Death on what?
Oh, on the
The hyena,
hyena.
that would be bigger.
Ah,
Oh, yeah,
that is
you're
also a point. Good point.
Oh, he's going to
Oh,
do
Shadow Madness.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
that works.
Yeah, that's good. I didn't even see the Shadow Madness in his hand.
It's why he let the hyena live. He
Yeah.
thought he could be greedy with it.
Ooh, and actually saving the Shadow Word Pain would come off really
Wow.
handy here.
Indeed. Kodo on an empty board and a ping. And now this is looking more like a priest versus a hunter should look. I mean, card-wise.
But it also is looking the same life-wise.
Yeah.
But it might be alright.
Yeah, you still
he's-
have some
he's
good
hanging in
quality
there.
follow-up with this.
He's hanging in there. And
Ekop still needs. He still needs to have a good follow-up plan with like Savannah or something like that. He needs to draw into that.
do you kill command?
Yep. Actually, you can kill command face. Just
Well,
go
that's what
for
I'm
it.
asking. Kill command the minion or face?
I don't know about kill commanding the face. I mean, I can understand why, but I think like players like Chalky would do it, but I don't know if every player would make that move. It's a little bit hard to call, especially if he's playing the Timberwolf. If you're gonna kill command face, you want to ping.
Well, he's not happy with any
Yeah.
of his options, but he's not kill commanding. He's saving the. He's trying
Well,
to save the.
Yeah,
But there will be a Shadow Word.
the argument.
there.
I guess the discussion was kill commanding the face here, but I don't think that would have been. It's a little bit too risky, I think.
Yeah. Shadow Word Death on that is not great.
No, you want to use that on like the high main if you could.
And a heal on a minion.
Yeah.
5 mana
He's
Yeti.
doing some math with his hand there. He's counting on his fingers or something, but
Well,
only one card for Ekop 2 now. Let's see what he
Yeah.
goes into.
ah.
What do you do? Do you leave that alone and you go for face?
I think so.
Yeah, you have, I mean, Ekop doesn't have much follow-up play right here, so I think going for face is important.
It's gonna be 8.
Although it's still kind of,
Six.
it's still pretty dangerous. Like this is, like Priest can start making a big comeback here.
Yeah,
9
he
mana,
can
so many
heal a
cards.
lot. If it were any other class,
Actually-
yeah, you could go for face and
Hmm.
be
It's a
safe
pretty
with
tough
Priest.
decision.
You can actually unleash face. It's 3 damaged creature.
You really would unleash here?
No, I don't think he'll do it. Yeah.
I think forcing Priest to make tougher decisions here.
Yeah, but
oh,
this,
he's gonna use
he's gonna use Argus.
the
Yeah.
Argus as well.
And Ekop really, did he have any buzzards, any draw at all?
No draw.
He had no draw.
Yeah, and that's kind of what a Northshire Argus does. It opens it up to the potential draw if Ekop picks up that buzzard. And he also has a hunter's mark as well.
One Argus and a heal on the face. Yeah, that's the smart thing to do, I guess.
Alright, Ekop really wants to pick up the buzzard. Although Kodo
Kodo's
helped
not
as
bad.
well. Yeah, should be able to clear board.
Yeah, I think you have the hunter's mark here.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Hunter's mark saves 1 minion though.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
It,
but
it
it's
saves
the
the
buggy.
wolf, yeah.
Mm.
And if you feel like it's worth it versus the high priority targets like what Priest
And-
normally runs in the late game.
And we know there's a Ragnaros and an Ysera in
Well,
the
I
deck
mean,
right now.
it's more of the fact that Priests always have these late game minions like Ragnaros as well. Like maybe not always Ysera.
I just think if you
But-
sack your whole board, hunter's mark has no value because your only minion's a Kodo.
All right, turn number 10 or turn number 11, I think. Turn number 10.
What to do?
I think you rag heal up.
Oh, okay, he's gonna skip on the healing up part, I guess.
If he rags and he heals up, he goes up to 9. And worst case scenario,
He can
he
get up
hits
to
the
6,
face.
8. He gets 8 damage.
Yeah, but then you can taunt something big.
I think this is a bit safer what he did. And he can rag next turn or whatever. Oh, Savannah.
Yeah, so as much as that's safer, it also gave Hunter the opportunity to set up this Savannah. I mean,
I mean, a hunter has no cards in hand. You can probably get away with a rag, and if you can get away with the rag and taunt it up next turn, you're in a good spot.
it's kind of a runaway
Oh,
position. Oh wow, nice top deck.
He's pretty happy with
We're
that.
talking about how Shadow Word Death wants to be used on higher priority targets like the Savannah. I mean,
That's a mistake. I think you draw first before attacking with the Argus into the other one.
That's the target to heal.
Yes.
If
Mhm.
you
don't-
can
don't
absolutely,
heal
you need
yourself.
to heal the taunt. Oh,
He doesn't want to die to kill command, but he's already seen one, essentially dying to one card in the deck. I think I would have healed the Northshire.
Ah, yeah. For sure. But
so but you know, Priest has, as much as this has been kind of chaotic for him, he's actually somewhat stabilized here. And now the rag and the heal
rag
up.
and the heal.
Oh man. And all of a sudden, slowly but surely, Kripp,
Yeah.
you might see a comeback.
Well, I mean, if you can beat a deck, it's when they draw
Oh
once.
man.
Huffer,
Huffer into kill command.
Huffer,
Huffer into kill
Huffer,
command.
Huffer.
Misha. Ooh,
Well,
Yeah.
that works.
he's gonna draw something else.
Kill command.
Tracking. Okay.
Huh.
Oh,
I think you get high main.
Yeah, I mean it's just too good to pass
Actually,
up
no, you
in a
could-
lot of cases.
You could Iron Beak.
To
Silence
draw
rag.
a card, silence rag,
Silence
force him to go
rag.
through Misha.
Yeah.
But
Nah.
Savannah Hyman, you
No.
gave up so much value for
Yeah.
it though. And Rag has less targets to hit now, and he used his Holy Novas, right?
Mm-hmm. No, I think he has a Holy Nova.
He
Yeah,
has a Holy
Oh,
Nova in
so it's
hand.
second Holy Nova.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's pretty good.
No, I think you have to Holy Nova, but I think you
You
power word
shield
shield
Yeah,
first.
power word
You
shield.
shield first.
Yep. Generally, you want to try to draw
See
cards
what you draw.
before, see if it changes the play.
Because it might. I mean, what if you draw Shadow Menace? You can take the Buzzard and clear the board.
Or he might have a Cabal Shadow Priest or something as well. Or the Pyro.
Does
but
that
doesn't
help
really-
him? It doesn't really help
no.
him. It leaves
No.
Misha to 1. But he can still heal. He's gonna be back
I
to
mean,
10 HP on
he-
his priest.
He still could play it.
Actually, if he was one card ahead, he could Wild Pyro and then play the Power Word Shield and then Holy Nova, and then, oh man, that would kill the board. That'd be pretty cool.
I think playing it here wouldn't be bad because you can also address the board without having to worry about rag, like hitting 6 targets or something.
So he actually wanted to hit Misha, I think, but it went to the face.
Whew.
Wow.
Yeah, alright, so have Savannah and then use the daily shot on the rag if he wants to.
Yeah.
Coming down to the wire, Ekop started off with a pretty big lead. Now what does it come down to? Thought Steal.
Wow.
5 cards remaining, and we're actually going to get a sneak peek into what those 5 cards are.
We've only seen 1 high main.
And a kill command as well, right? But it doesn't actually help save him here.
I think you Ysera and finish with Thought Steal. I don't think you can finish just with
Well, you're not going to get an opportunity to play Ysera much longer. Oh, alright.
I don't think that was right.
Yeah.
That's not that good.
It's not good at all.
No. Because then Hunter has to draw into 2 damage. But we do know a flare.
4, he has to draw into 4.
I just think.
Oh, you're right. The heal.
I just think Ysera was like a winning move.
Yeah, but then he just had to draw into 2 damage.
So?
I don't know. Did he use both
Like
of his kill commands? I think so.
I just don't think he can win. Like, how is the priest supposed to win right now?
And his win condition is in his hand. And, like, what I was basically talking to Kripp is just, how are you going to be able to put Ysera down any time after this? Like, how are you going to be able to put it down? You're just going to get closer and closer to death. Unless you Thought Steal something godlike.
Well, I think he still has the mind control in his hand. So maybe he's hoping to mind control something.
Oh, in the deck, you mean?
Yeah, but you're not in his deck. Yeah, exactly.
But Thought Stealing in that scenario. Oh, that's nice though.
That is pretty nice.
Whoa.
Wow.
That is a great draw. Kill off the high main. And be able to kill off.
Lethal.
Yes.
Actually, you could go for face here. Because then you'd set up lethal on board and you'd force
him to trade?
Yeah.
But then if he draws into damage, then you lose as well. Oh man. It's getting really, really close now.
I think he should heal himself because even if he draws a card now, he won't have the mana to play.
Well, I mean, it's heal. I mean, he has no other targets.
The hunter just doesn't have many cards in his deck. I think
he could
you
attack
can just attrition the hunter at this point.
Yeah, but I feel like healing. I'm saying if he heals his minion, he risks just straight up potentially losing.
Well, we know Ekop is hoping for another draw here for a while.
Well, he is getting another draw.
Did Ekop use his Leroy?
I think so.
I don't remember. I think I don't think he used it actually in this game.
Well, if he didn't, it would be kill command Leroy.
Ekop wants to put out as much as he can on the board. Just that gives the priest potential to draw another card, but sacrifices healing himself instead. Oh, he's gonna use his hunter's mark instead. I thought he was gonna save it for another big target.
And Shadow Word Pain. What do you do now?
Ysera.
Wow. He's Shadow Word Pain. He's really afraid.
It's another scenario.
Ysera.
Yeah,
I think it is Ysera. It's another. I think he's also going to try to fatigue him out. Maybe then. That could be his plan here to try to see if he can elongate.
He has two more cards.
Well, at one point he's going to run out of threats, isn't it?
Explosive trap.
Wow.
Yeah, but he's going to run out of threats, but the priest is going to run out of life. The priest is losing 2 life a turn right now. And the turn he plays Ysera, he loses another 2 life because he can't heal.
If he considers playing it.
But if he can get rid of the minion on the board, he can just keep healing and out. He has, how many cards does he have in his deck?
Like 5.
I think
he's just going to go for the fatigue
He's waiting
win.
for the second Holy Fire. If he plays 2 Holy Fires, he only played 1. Oh, this is...
The moment of truth. It's a Leroy.
Leroy.
Oh my goodness.
Card in
card in the
the deck.
deck.
Wow.
That's what I was. Oh, I was like, I don't know if he had the
guess you're
Leroy.
right.
Where is the Leroy? He did have it. We saw him in,
Alright.
in the Hunter x Hunter game.
Yeah, I think Leroy was his last card. So,
Wow.
Leroy wins Ekop the series. But
30th card.
I think.
I
Mr.
really would have
Jenkins.
wondered what would have happened if
Okay.
he dropped the Ysera earlier.
Yeah, I think dropping Ysera there was a game-winning play.
It's a little bit hard to say, like what would have exactly happened, because.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like there wasn't many golden opportunities before that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this was a pretty nice Priest versus Hunter game.
Yeah, much nicer than the last one.
But
I mean, the Gruul versus chunk stuff for free at the board kind of decision making wasn't as exciting as you know the point
the
where
YOLO Gruul
yeah.
versus the Ysera. Yeah,
Yeah.
not so much of a decision there, but I've kind of said that we didn't see the mind control because I think he was waiting for that a bit. He might have switched it a bit with that Savannah High main. If
Well, I think
he
it
would
was.
have drawn into it, and his second Holy Fire. If he ran a second Holy Fire, that might have given him an edge also.
I think Zetion was playing like plug the leak, but there were just too many holes to cover at the same time, and as a result, instead of trying to just go for the win, he tried to put out as many fires and make the game drawn out, but the win condition was in Ekop's
his
decks.
hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't necessarily know that Leroy was left because when you use two trackings.
Yeah, you're not sure if you dump
Yeah,
it.
you don't know for sure. So I guess he was playing the hopeful situation that Leroy was, discarded by the tracking and playing into the possibility that there's just some scrap at the end of Ekop's deck. But not the case.
That's also kind of why I still like having Leroy in a mid-range hunter deck, because it still gives you enough burst to help finish the game. Scenarios like that if it's a little slower.
Well, this was actually the one scenario when you see that Leroy can actually be the 30th card and the
Pretty
finisher
good.
that you need.
Yeah.
I mean, any other card, what would you do? You die
Kill
to
command.
fatigue. You die to fatigue.
Kill command,
He
you kill
already
him.
used
Yep.
two of them, so he
Did
had
he use
no
two of them?
Of course.
That's what I thought, but
He used one on the 3/3.
Oh,
Shaman,
that's
and he
right.
used another one. I don't remember when, but he
Late
Yeah, I
game.
don't remember the other one either. That's why I think he only used one. But okay, whatever.
maybe he tracked it. I don't. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
yeah, he didn't have a kill command anymore.
Stuff.
Mm.
Oh well.
It's kind of hard to
Stuff,
recall
yeah.
that
Yeah,
far
yeah,
back.
You
So
want to get
many
a few words from
games.
Ekop?
Yeah, sure. We're gonna
May-
get some few words.
Maybe-
Come on up.
Maybe he'll just deliver an expression that would.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh,
there we go. I think
Troll.
that might
Instant
do.
troll.
I think that pretty much describes the game.
Yeah, and the interview. Yeah, and how's it going, man?
Awesome, man.
Okay.
So, you had a pretty rough start to the series with your draws. Your Hunter versus Hunter start was not exactly ideal, having to kill command immediately and then a Mukla dropping up there. But
that's
it seems
pretty brutal.
It seems like you're able to stay calm though and make pretty good decisions overall.
Yeah, I tried to make the best out of my possibilities, considering what I could also draw into and stuff like that. Those couple of turns in the early game, they were pretty rough. I had to think a lot about what I wanted to do. And yeah, those were some painful decisions and not necessarily decisions that everyone else would make. But I thought they were the right ones, and in the end it proved to be the correct decisions.
Now I know you're kind of the player that you play your deck, but you also play the possibilities of what your opponent has, and you knew that the priest was sitting on one specific card for almost the whole
Like,
game.
yeah.
What did you think it was?
You know what? I actually didn't really pay attention to that, to be honest.
Oh man, B-level player.
No, I mean, I was just trying to play my game.
Mhm.
I know obviously what cards the priest has at his disposal. Like, I know what he's gonna play against me. I didn't expect any surprises.
Mhm.
So
Well,
yeah.
it actually ended up that he was sitting on a Ysera for like pretty much the whole game,
oh, okay.
and we thought he had like opportunities to play it, and based on the Ysera Dream RNG, the game could have radically changed.
Yeah, I guess so. But he was obviously scared of some removal that I would have
Yeah.
had, and I had some stuff like I
Yeah,
had
the
Hunter's
Hunter's
Mark
Mark.
available the whole time.
Almost the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, interesting possibilities. Coming out ahead. I think you're the first 2-0 of the tournament, at least the part that
Lothar
we've seen.
2-0'd, I thought.
Oh, Lothar 2-0'd?
Yeah, Lothar too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I suck. All right,
It's okay.
good stuff.
Keep it together, Crib. You'll be fine. So Ekop, you know, you're here. You're Romania. How are you enjoying your time so far?
Oh, I mean, it's great. The hotel that we're staying in is awesome. The city is very beautiful. I mean, it probably was more beautiful like 30 years ago. Let's just say that. But for architecture-wise,
All right.
but now it's kind of like
Oh no.
rot and decay everywhere.
I
But
shouldn't have asked this question.
yeah,
Oh,
but
man.
it's still like it's still pretty beautiful. Like if you look behind that, all that dirt and stuff, and it's really awesome.
The
Yeah,
beauty in
behind-
the inside.
Behind
right?
all the dirt is like cheap everything. So
All right. Well, thank you, Ekop, for joining us on the couch. Good luck in your next rounds, man.
Thanks,
and, We'll
man.
see you soon, hopefully.
all right, we'll be back in 5.